Alright guys, so here is my 2022 Subaru BRZ Limited 6-speed manual transmission. This is a real review. I bought this car with my own money. I waited for it for about a month. So long story short, I originally wanted the Toyota GR86, but you know, I spent about 6 or 7 months waiting for a car that never came. I called pretty much every dealer in Southern California, and I got hooked up with this one from Subaru of Glendale. I paid MSRP plus a protection package. So starting off with the front end of the BRZ, I much preferred the GR86 front, but upon arrival, you know, I gotta say that this BRZ front is just something else. You know, it's really hard to explain it in pictures. I don't know if it's because of these little lines here on top of the air ducts, or maybe it's because of the headlights that have this boomerang style. But something seemed off about it to me. Maybe I was just used to seeing the GR86 front, but I gotta say, man, this BRZ front is gorgeous. It's so angular, you know, you can see this line coming from the hood to the front bumper. You know, everything is so crisp and precision cut. These air ducts look crazy in person. I mean, I know you can't really see that well on camera, but maybe this is a better shot right here where it's like super angled out, and it's not the largest air duct, but it's pretty dang big. You know, maybe those little whiskers on top were unnecessary, but apart from that, it looks pretty damn good. Alrighty guys, so we move on down the side of the car. So functional air vent, adaptive headlights. We've got this tow hook here. This is the cover for the tow hook. I'm debating if I want to put the front license plate in the middle, or get a tow hook mount. Those holes were already drilled from the factory. So when you get a BRZ, there's some people's like biggest complaint is that it has the mounting bracket for the license plate, but you can see right here, these are like the European or non-American market license plate holders. If you get the car from a dealer, they're gonna have to drill it right here where these little spots are. My dealer didn't do it, so I don't want to do it, but we'll see, you know, when it comes in. I think it looks like it has, you know, buck teeth when it has the plate there in the front, but we'll see. I'm not a huge fan of the side mounting plate on this car, but we'll see. Maybe drop a comment and say what you guys think. I think we might end up going the tow hook mount spot because I don't want to drill into the front bumper anymore. I also don't want to get a cover. I might look into shaving this, or maybe getting something else down the line, or who knows, we might find a wrecked GR86 and swap out the front bumper, slap a Subaru badge on there. So enough of that, we move on to the side markers here. These are the original USDM orange side markers. Eventually plan on swapping those out to the clear ones. 18-inch wheels here, comes with the premium package, or premium on the Toyota and limited on the BRZ. Pilot Sport 4 tires. So far I've got about 300-ish miles on the car. You know, it's a sports car, it's not super comfortable, but it's not the worst either. You know, it's acceptable for daily driving. I haven't even tested out if they have a lot of grip yet. From the few corners I have taken, it's pretty good. You know, it doesn't feel like it wants to break loose from the back yet. This right here is the functional side vent. No garnishes on there yet. I was originally thinking of getting the STI garnish, another small boomerang that goes around here, but I really like the clean look. It looks like a small detail on camera, but in person, it's a pretty big vent. And it's styled perfectly. It's not too much, it's not too little. It flows really great with the car. If you plan on getting one of these cars and you don't have mud flaps, you might want to think about getting some mud flaps, because you're gonna have to deal with this every day, especially on a white car, any car pretty much. It's gonna be noticeable. It's pretty bad on the rear too, so just be aware if you plan on getting a second gen. My car also came optioned out with the BRZ side decals. I wasn't a huge fan at first of how these looked, but I gotta say, man, it just adds so much more to the car. It's like a little bit more premium. It's not too in your face. It's just like a really nice detail. I think once I get some other black touches on the car, like I'm thinking about doing the mirror caps black like on the GR. And although I really like these wheels, I might get some black wheels as well once the tires wear down and whatnot. This right here is the gas cap. A lot of people saying that they're scared people are gonna steal your gas, especially with high gas prices. It does open with one touch, and you know, unscrew, fill up, premium fuel only. But when you lock the car, you can no longer open the gas cap, so you don't have to worry about that. Vortex generators on top. Again, this was another option from Subaru. I didn't order the car, it already came as is. MSRP was like $33,000 with all the options, and you know, manual transmission. It's got a STI short shifter, shift knob, a lot of goodies on there. I probably would have gone a little bit cheaper with the options, but how the car sits is really awesome, so I'm glad I got all of that. We've all seen this before. It does look a little bit different in person. Don't be afraid of the ugly rear end. It's really small, I promise you. Once you see this car in person, you're gonna see that it's super small. I'm not a huge guy, and you know, I got really small taillights because I don't have a big hand, and that's, you know, use that for reference. It looks great, man. Only thing it's missing is a little TRD duck spoiler there, hopefully coming soon, and I think it's gonna add a lot of character to the back of the car. I guess since we're back here, let's check out the trunk. One touch, of course. You've all seen this before. It's not like it's your first time watching a BRZ review. A little preview for what's inside the car. These are the carpeted floor mats. You can see they have a little tread design. Not a huge fan of those, but I think these look better than the all-weather mats that are currently in the car, because my car came with the weather mats package. Rubber trunk mat, an absolute necessity, I think, if you ever plan on hauling anything in the car. You don't want to mess up your carpet in the car. My car also came with this sun visor, Subaru OEM sun visor. We're gonna go to the front of the car anyway, so let's slap that on and see how it looks. All right guys, check it out. OEM Subaru sun visor. Nothing too crazy, but I do appreciate that it fits perfectly in the windshield. Don't have to deal with those crappy generic ones. It's really nice. All right, we segue onto the inside of the car. Again, keyless entry, so you tap to lock and you put your hand behind the handle to unlock. Let me go ahead and show you guys the key. It's going to be a standard Subaru key. Right here, I got a little key fob cover off of Amazon. I'll link that below if you guys are interested. Matches the interior of the premium, or sorry, limited perfectly. You can see right there, looking good. So all-weather floor mats down there, super dirty already. I really don't like them, but I appreciate how easy they are to clean. All right guys, my bad. So it's really hot here in Southern California. I think it's about 8:30 in the morning or 9, and yeah, see, 8:30, and it's like 80 degrees already, so my camera overheated. But we're back at the humble abode. I picked up some Carl's Jr. and we're gonna continue with the interior of the car. So I don't know if that's bright enough for you guys, but we will see. So regular Subaru steering wheel, I think it's from the previous gen. A lot of people have mentioned that already. All digital gauge cluster, Really awesome fighter switch style climate control. I got the manual, so 3 pedals. I think the Subaru, both the premium base model and the limited, gets the aluminum pedals. Mine came optioned with the STI shift knob and the STI short shifter. It feels badass. I'm not gonna drive it on camera because I'm saving that for another video, but we've got the rest of the interior here. Alcantara seats, pretty awesome. Alcantara door panels, and the little hood right here for the gauge cluster. Let's go ahead and start up the car so I can show you everything. So we've got the rev limiter set at 4K, just like everybody is saying online, they recommend it. This little wheel controls your infotainment screen on the left. I currently have it set to, I currently have it set to my music because I use GPS maps a lot on my phone. You can go to the bar graph, of course, you've seen all this already. My miles per gallon, I need to maybe get some gas in a couple days here. I've only filled up once, it cost me about 50 bucks in Southern California. So pretty small tank. I think I had a quarter left and I only filled it up with like 8 gallons. Mileage is pretty great on the car, honestly. I'm getting 27.7 miles per gallon, and that is not driving conservatively. I've been revving it up to 4K every chance I get. The first 300 and almost 50 miles have been amazing so far. Not a single problem. You know, it's a brand new car. So this is the optional Starlink mirror. Right here is my personal touch, Stormtrooper. That's what I want my car to be. That's why I got it white. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so this is my little Stormtrooper. I noticed a lot of people don't really show this up here. It's because there's not much up here to show. It's got an SOS button. I think that's an info button, or you know, something that connects you to Starlink. This is a little switch to adjust the lights, you know, when your door opens and closes. Passenger airbag. Pretty simple. No sunroof, of course. This is a sports car. Got these cool indents here for the seats. Rear seats non-existent, of course. You guys have all seen that. Nothing new. 6-speed manual transmission. Traction control off. Track mode. So let's hold that down and you'll see right there, track mode. Turn it back off because we're not on the track. Heated seats, unnecessary in Southern California, pretty much the Southwest, absolutely unnecessary, but it's really cool to have, you know, just in case it's kind of chilly, maybe if it's like 50 degrees or something. Let's get into the more specific things that not a lot of people talk about. So the air vents, very cool. These air vents up here, normal. AC, super cold. I've used it many times already. This is the Apple CarPlay screen connected to my iPhone through the USB ports. Not much else to say. I mean, the glove box is here. There's a 12-volt battery plug or charger somewhere in here. It's right up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of dark, but it's right up in here. TPMS reset is right here. I'm guessing if you program another set of wheels, you'll be able to switch between the 2 sets of wheels here. I know after about 30,000 miles away from the original TPMS, your light will go on. That's how it was in most of my other cars. I don't know about this one, but it's probably the same. This is your dimming for the infotainment cluster, as well as the lights. So you can see right there, dimming. All of this lights up. I'm gonna maybe try to put in a clip of the car at night, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. This lights up, and all of this here lights up. These buttons, the door panel right here lights up. Auto down and auto up, so one touch and it closes, one touch down and it opens. Mirrors, standard on every new car. you know, you press this and your passenger can't touch their window if you're controlling like that. Open, close. This is one of the few new cars that doesn't lock when you start moving the car. So if you've got like a kid in the passenger seat or something, you know, your little annoying cousin or your son or your daughter, make sure to lock the doors because they will be able to open the doors by themselves. That's pretty much it, guys. You want to check out the engine bay. There's not really much there. See it? Damn you, Subaru. Okay, there we go. Pretty clean engine bay. Curse them for having a prop rod still. Pretty standard, nothing fancy. Brand new engine bay. Huge battery. You know, you guys have seen all of this before. I just wanted to, you know, give you a little peek, let you know it's there. We'll see what kind of mods we have for the future. Well, guys, that was a little intro and tour of my car, exterior and interior. Let me know if you have any questions. I got a lot of cool stuff coming soon. You know, a lot of parts I plan on putting on here. I love Subaru, but I actually do love the styling of the GR86 better, so I got a lot of little bits and pieces from the GR coming. You know, mirror caps, the TRD visors, duckbill spoiler, and we'll see what else we get. Just gonna have to stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody that has already subscribed to the channel. I've had my YouTube channel for many years and I just don't upload regularly. It's a hobby of mine, and it's just really interesting to see how these cars turn out, you know. And I hope I can really track and pay close attention to how this one turns out, because it's my first brand new car. So yeah, guys, thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. One last thing, guys. As I was getting my Carl's Jr. ready to go back inside, I saw this thing. This is the first thing I bought for the car, even before I had it. As soon as I saw a YouTuber post this, I had to get it for myself. Shout out to Catalyst 4K for recommending this thing. It's freaking awesome, man. This little Susie Sun pouch container holder. You can see my phone is still in here. I almost forgot it, but I put all my receipts in there, my phone, my wallet. Badass. So big ups to you, man. Huge fan of the videos. Hopefully, you know, you watch this one and you see that I shouted you out, because this is thanks to you. All right, guys, peace out.